Lo, by Charles Hoyfort, Part 1, Chapter 14p. Soon after the killing of poultry ceased, near Newcastle, there were uncanny occurrences upon Binbrook Farm, near Great Grimsby. There is an account in the Journal of the Society for Psychical Research, Volume 12, page 138, by the Reverend A.C. Custance, of Binbrook Rectory. There was no confession this time, but this time the girl in the case, the young housemaid again, was in no condition to be dragged to a police station. It will not be easy to think that it was trickery by the girl in this case. The story is that objects were thrown about rooms, that 3 times, near a not very good, or big, fire, things burst into flames, and that finally a servant girl was burned, or was attacked by something that burned her. In the Liverpool Echo, January 25th, is published a letter from a schoolteacher of Binbrook, in which it is said that a blanket had been found burning in a room in which there was no fireplace. According to the report by Colonel Taylor, to the Society for Psychical Research, the first manifestation occurred upon the 31st of December. Something was killing chickens in the farmyard and in the hen house. All were killed in the same way, a vampirish way. Their throats were torn. I go to a newspaper for an account of phenomena at Binbrook. The writer was so far from prejudice in favor of occult phenomena that he began by saying, "Superstition dies hard." In the Louth and North Lincolnshire News, January 28th, he tells of objects that unaccountably fell from shelves in the farmhouse, and of mysterious transportations of objects, according to allegations. A story that greatly dismays the unsophisticated is that of the servant girl, who, while sweeping the floor, was badly burned on the back. This is how the farmer relates it. Our servant girl, whom we had taken from the workhouse, and who had neither kin nor friend in the world that she knows of, was sweeping the kitchen. There was a very small fire in the grate. There was a guard there, so that no one can come within 2 feet or more of the fire, and she was at the other end of the room, and had not been near. I suddenly came into the kitchen, and there she was, sweeping away, while the back of her dress was afire. She looked around, as I shouted, and, seeing the flames, rushed through the door. She tripped, and I smothered the fire out with wet sacks. But she was terribly burned, and she is at the Louth Hospital, now, in terrible pain. This last sentence is very true. Yesterday a representative called at the hospital, and was informed that the girl was burned extensively on the back, and lies in a critical condition. She adheres to the belief that she was in the middle of the room, when her clothes ignited. A great deal in trying to understand this occurrence depends upon what will be thought of the unseen killing of chickens. Out of 250 fowls, Mr. White says that he has only 24 left. They have all been killed in the same weird way. The skin around the neck, from the head to the breast, has been pulled off, and the windpipe drawn from its place and snapped. The fowl house has been watched night and day, and, whenever examined, 4 or 5 birds would be found dead.